All right. Hello, everybody. Highway. Welcome back to Fata Morgana. Oh my god, yesterday. Oh, I know a lot of you don't follow the Higarashis, but damn, that was an experience. YouTube just shutting down the stream for no reason and giving me quite a headache, but they put it back up, so because I appealed it and it took them even less than a day to do. So I suppose all's well that ends well with that. Anyway, last time Michel with Giselle in his freaking head. Like freaking Cortana from Halo was sent to Morgana's time, where all the main characters and their sorry about that. OAGs. Oh my god, the music was too loud. Thank you for telling me. Jeez. Where all the main characters and their side characters were just are just there, being themselves, and they all have the same names too. How convenient. And it's interesting to note because Pauline is a nun here. She's apparently the saintess, and I always thought Pauline looked a bit like Amy, and here we have. I thought that was Amy, but it's actually Pauline. So there you go. I can't wait to see what's going to happen here. We finally have Michel and Giselle working together on a quest. Now, just full disclosure for you guys, I am not feeling quite 100%. The stream might end a bit early today, but I really want to get this out, so I'm going to do as much as I can. All right? Let's get back into it. I have to ask, who exactly are you? Why did you say that back there? That saint's blood is actual blood. In response to his pressing, Oh my god, another choice. Oh god. No, nothing's wrong. Oh yeah, I'm just feeling a bit tired. Cause I stayed up so late last night trying to fix everything. Oh my god, another choice! You know, I don't even have to... You know what? There's no point in actually, keeping that, because it's literally right there. Okay, oh god. Tread carefully! We don't have much time, but it's in our best interest to tread carefully. There's too much we don't know yet. That's true. It would not be wise to make a rash decision. With him as tense and suspicious as he is right now, it won't be easy to get his key or persuade him to tell us how he ended up here. My god, now it's really being like an adventure game. Like everything else was just like, you know, like a straightforward visual novel. Now we're getting choices at every turn. I feel like it's going all telltale on us in this last part. Furthermore, my experiences with the three shades tell me that if I'm not careful, I could be putting myself in unimaginable danger. A brief flash of what might have happened had I spoken too soon crosses my mind, sending a chill down my spine. All right, I think I just made the right choice. Kick ass. If I want to get Mel on my side, I'm gonna need something more. Something decisive. Something that'll convince him he needs to come clean and set Morganna free. Regardless, being cautious isn't going to mean much if I can't get them to let us stay in the mansion. We need to be nearby to keep an eye on things, gather information. How to go about that, though? Assuming he's not voluntarily involved. I love that we have their portraits in the corner here. Maybe all we have to do is ask for his help in setting Morganna free and he'll work with us? Perhaps. Being so direct would only invite more suspicion. But she's probably on the right track. When I met his shadow, it was burdened with great regret. He begged me to help him. My remark about the saint's blood was based on stories I once heard about a person whose blood was said to have healing properties. Stories? Oh yeah, no, that Giselle, I think Giselle is supposed to be blurry because she's like a Cortana inside his head. She's not actually there-ish. Maybe they haven't made it out this far. I don't know. But they tell of a girl born in a distant village, a saint and the daughter of God. Damn, Michel is just treating this so slick. I thought that perhaps the nun might be the saint spoken of in their stories, and I was hoping for the opportunity to see a miracle performed with my own eyes. I have to say, you look more angry than excited. I didn't hide it very well, I guess. Maybe it appeared that way to you, but I've never had a very friendly face. If you say so. As long as you're telling the truth. I myself have to wonder. Why did my remarks seem to bother you so much? What? Is there something more to the saint's blood than you're telling me? No. Something that would make you want to get me alone and interrogate me? There's nothing. It's not like we have a girl locked up that we constantly bloodlet from and her arms are vastly scarred up or anything like that. Nope, that's certainly not the truth. Oh, damn it. It's a bit of a sticky wicket. I just, didn't want to scare anyone with all the talk of blood, since there's not actually any in it. Why would you ever think anything like that? And I didn't know about the story, so... It's just medicine, I swear. As you say. It's got nothing to do with this ain't in your stories. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. You're crazy if you think it does. Hello, David Lohman. Yeah, I said that for you. Welcome to the stream. To change the subject, could I ask you to convince the nun to allow me to stay here? Huh? Why aren't you listening? We can't take anyone in right now. Which is why I'm asking for your recommendation. You live on the premises, don't you? I'm more a supervisor of sorts. Then you should have some say in the matter. Why? Until the Harvest Festival is all I'm asking. Why not get a room in an inn? If you need money, I'll spare you some coin. Anything but you staying here. Oh, God. I must stay in this mansion. But why? Those are my instructions. What? You know the stained glass window in the chapel, behind the pulpit? I was named after the Archangel Michael, depicted there. The angel came to me in a vision, instructing me to watch over the festival here. From where you were starting, you couldn't possibly have seen the window in that much detail. You couldn't. Oh, I get it. You've been to the church before, and you're just acting like you haven't. No one put something over on old Mel. There's a metal door off to the side, leading to an observation tower. Yeah, you can see the tower from the outside. Inside it is a long spiral staircase, not made of stone, but wood. There's a single door at the top of the stairs. How? How could you possibly know that a tower would have a spiral staircase? What are you really here for? All that vision stuff is a lie. I'm not here to cause you trouble. In fact, I'm on your side. You show up out of nowhere and expect you to believe your nonsense. All I ask is for you to allow me to stay until the day of the festival. If you can do that for me, then I'll make you the promise I could not before. I've not forgotten your pleas for salvation. I know you want to be free. Haha, let me guess. You saw that in a vision too? If you want to call it that, then you can. I've never once asked for you to save me. You're mad. But fine. I've got nothing to hide anyway. If I say you're a friend, the saint should be willing to accommodate you. Wait, I already told you were my friend, didn't I? Oh, this wicked is far less sticky than I thought. I'll try and persuade her. I don't know what your deal is, but try not to cause any trouble, okay? For your own sake. I won't. Only until the festival. You're not getting another day out of me or her. And this isn't your home, so don't act like it is. Of course. Thank you. You know I never did get your name. It's Michel. Oh, right. After the Archangel Michael. Just like you said. I've never really cared much for Michael, to be honest. He weighs your soul in one hand on his perfectly balanced scales, then delivers its punishment with the sword in his other. He's not an angel of salvation. Out of curiosity, could you perhaps be? No, never mind. What was he gonna say? Was he gonna ask if he was a real angel? It's turned into a bit of a storage area. But there's an open room you can use. I'll show you the way. I appreciate your courtesy. Oh my god, I love how Miles Edgeworthy Michel is. Well, this is just lovely. There are cracks in the ceiling and the walls peeling off. There is a bed, at least, but it's coated in dust. This was a storeroom when I lived here after, as I recall. Sorry about the condition. I didn't choose the bedroom for you on purpose. I promise. If you want to sleep somewhere more comfortable, you're not going to find that here. Not a problem. I'm grateful to have a room at all. If you say so. Well, I have work to do, so I should be on my way. I'll talk to the saintess, as promised. I imagine she'll make supper for you at some point. But do keep your crazy talk to yourself around her. I'll make a note of it. Thank you. See you. We made it work somehow. Somehow. It's a lot of pressure being under that much suspicion. My heart was pounding the whole time. And that Archangel Michael came to me in a vision stuff. I never expected you to go there. Why'd you tell him that anyway? Because I didn't think telling him, I know the future and I need your help to change it, would have gone over very well. Besides, those who yearn for redemption have a tendency to latch on to the spiritual. I thought taking advantage of that would work to our benefit. Hey Ruka, welcome to the stream. You know, I bet you make a pretty good con artist, Michel. My God! Like, I would die if they had, if Michel and Giselle at this point had a conversation about a ladder versus a step ladder in some other room. Because this is totally what this feels like. I did what I thought was necessary. I know. Besides, you have every intention of keeping your promise, don't you? Whether or not Mel can be saved is up to him. I will lend him my hand, though. Oh, you. You say it's all on him, but deep down, you know you're on his side, you big old softy. We're complete strangers to this Mel, and come to think of it, we're complete strangers to the other Mel, too. And I can't bring myself to think of him in that way. We just met today, but it feels like reuniting with an old friend. He's the same old Mel. Oh yeah, that's right. She knew the previous Mel. And you were actually there, a part of his life, which I imagine makes the sentiment all the stronger. You don't feel the same way? I don't think of him as a total stranger, no. However, nothing. I was about to say something incredibly cynical, but I caught myself. Oh my god! Oh my god! Edgeworth would have said it! What? It's nothing. Don't worry about it. If you say so. I was always the one with nothing to offer, powerless to be of anyone's help. So if anything's motivating me, it's not a concern for the boy, but a desire to prove that someone like me can do something. Oh my god! Wow. Oh my god, Michel. It didn't take much arm twisting to get him to give us a room. So who knows, maybe he'll come over to our side easier than either of us expect. Even giving us a room was not simply out of kindness. Keeping me nearby allows him to keep an eye on me. He doesn't trust me, but he also doesn't know enough about me to decide what to do yet. He needs time, and doing this gives him that time. If he decides keeping me around is not to his advantage, he will act accordingly. Do you really think I'll do anything to hurt you? Mel's a kind boy, and, well, to be frank, I don't think he has the spine for it. It's hard to say, but even if he doesn't, we still have the other two men to worry about. Nevertheless, his cooperation will undoubtedly be the easiest of the three to gain. We were fortunate to run into him first. What makes you say that? Did you ever have a chance to see the shadows trapped in the mansion? Shadows? I might have. But around the time Hayden Rhodes passed away, I wasn't really there anymore. I stopped thinking, stopped trying to make sense of the things inhabiting the house. I'd become merely another part of the cursed mansion. I was only able to converse with them after I had reclaimed myself. I suppose, much like the rules differ between the realms of living and dead, so too do they differ for those who have lost their grip on reality. as I was searching for a way to get you out of the tower. I encountered and spoke with the three men's shadows. Of the three, Mel was the least threatening. He bears a great deal of regret. He yearns for someone to save him. I heard him muttering, "This isn't what I wanted." He doesn't want to be involved in this. Someone else is holding the reins. My first guess would be the Lord, but regardless. They are not equals in this endeavor. If he wants out, then maybe he would have agreed to help if we told him we're here to save Morgana. Hello, Lambda. Welcome to the stream. Carelessly revealing a hand at this stage did not seem wise. You would have never gotten to this point if it was so easy to stop. So I guess our first task is to earn Mel's trust. Morgana's... Oh. I think there's a glitch here. It says it's Giselle, but it's showing Michel's portrait. Morgana's test is in 3 days. We have until then to get all 3 keys. It won't be easy. I mean, we weren't even present in this world until today. Exactly. We have no one to vouch for us. No one even knows who we are. But we have knowledge. Quite a bit of it, in fact. We only know what happens in this era. We not only know what happens in this era, but he showed me their next lives as well. From that we can deduce how they might behave, and to whom they have ties. You're right, we do. We know things we should have no way of knowing. And we can use that knowledge to our advantage. They each have their reasons for locking Morgana up, and if I'm right, they're doing it for other people. It's those powerful bonds driving them. Mel's driving force would be his sister, for instance. Are they mere bonds, or is it fate that ties them together? You're right. We should find and talk to his sister. Mel is more likely to act if it's coming from her than us. I agree. If his darling sister tells him to stop, he won't have any reason to continue his involvement. Knowing how the first tale ended makes me slightly uncertain. But for now, we can work under the assumption that he does genuinely care for her. What do you want to... You want to bet she's somewhere nearby. I mean... She will be. It was her death that sparked the chaos on the day of the Harvest Festival. Right, it was... No, you're exactly right. But what I was going to say is that people tend to keep those close they care most about. Keep those that they care most about close by. I don't know I can read that. It would appear I have a bad tendency to focus too much on the facts. That was entirely unnecessary of me. Giselle did not need to be reminded of that. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Huh? What for? For being careless of my words. Inconsiderate. No need to apologize for the truth. Besides, you and Considerate are like oil and water. Oh my god, they're bantering! Oh my god! That's incredible! Can we have like Fata Morgana investigations? Because this is just... Oh man, this is fantastic. And today, you're the fire to my oil. We have 3 days to stop this tragedy. Let's get to work. Go, Team Michel! As I said, we are not... This is not a team. Yes, you and I are working together and I love you, but... It's only my body. It's stupid if I call us a team. Oh, come on, sweetheart. No, I will not. It's silly. Let's. We'll probably have more luck asking than just searching for her. If we can't find Mel, the nun might know. Off we go! Oh. As I step into the chapel, I see an old man waving to the nun as he heads for the door. As I step into the chapel, I see an old man waving to the nun as he heads for... Oh, I already read that. The man is practically beaming, and judging by the vial in his hand, he's happy about more than simply having the chance to see her. Is that saint's blood? According to Morgana's account, a disease began spreading through the city at the Harvest Festival, eventually eradicating the population. According to Morgana's account, a disease began spreading through the city at the Harvest Festival, eventually eradicating the population. In a time like this, where medical knowledge is so limited, a plague would be almost unstoppable. And the sight of so many people dying so quickly could appear to them like the work of a demon or curse. We come from the future, so we know just how dangerous this is. But they have no idea. Morgana described it as a tale that could have only been taken place in that era of miracles and spirituality, and about that she couldn't be more right. Could we maybe warn everyone against taking the medicine? I assume the sickness was caused by them ingesting blood, at any rate. It's not medicine they've been given. But bottle disease. Like some sick joke. If we could convince them to stop taking Saint's blood, then maybe that would prevent the city from being destroyed. But the fact that it's being distributed in the house of the Lord and peddled as a miracle cure plays right into their deeply rooted spirituality. Would it even be possible to convince them otherwise? And besides, it's not them we came to see or to save, but... No, that's veering too far off our intended path. We need to find the truth and save Morgana's soul. No time for side quests! We are on a timer! Putting ourselves out like that is the only way to get us unwanted attention, making people suspicious. And we don't have that kind of time. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. It's just knowing what they're doing to themselves. I couldn't help but think that maybe there was something we could do. Especially considering how it all turns out. I understand the sentiment. Or rather, I understand your reasoning. But for me, Morganna takes priority over any of them. And you over everything. Oh my god! I love it when he's being all romantic like that! Releasing Morgana's soul should save yours as well, Giselle. If we could eliminate the mountain's darkness, then you won't have to be trapped as the maid. I have no interest in being the hero of the masses. Let's go ask about Mel's sister then. Okay. I love Giselle's dialogue! I turn my gaze back toward the nun to find her kneeling in one of the pews. She bows her head and begins to whisper a prayer. There's no one else in the chapel. Now's the perfect time to ask. Hearing my approach, she falls silent and turns to face me, wearing her usual disarming smile. Hello, Michel. Mel was just here. He told me everything. Can't turn away a friend of Mel's, now can we? Sorry for turning it down earlier. No worries. I did a poor job of explaining myself. So, did you need something? Let me guess. Medicine. No, I'm in perfectly good health. I figured you were lying. I can ask her about Sync's blood some other time. And while I have a number of questions about the man she's close with, too, right now, Mel's sister is priority. Are you familiar with Mel's younger sister? She has flaxen hair, much like him. Oh, you mean Nellie? Are you her friend too? Oh, heavens no! I would say we're more. You're better off just saying you're friends. Friends, yes. Good old chums. Huh? What about her? I would like to speak with her. And I was wondering if you might know where I could find her. Nellie should be down at the cottage, I believe. The cottage? Yep, that's what I say too. I don't sleep within the mansion itself. Too drafty. So you don't live here, but only work here? Right. For one, there are men who live here. The Lord likes to show up on occasion too, and we can't have a nun wandering around while he's here. Oh my god, hello Nana! You hear the nun's voice and picture her saying, I'm walking here! So you and Nellie live together then? Yep, we have for about 6 months or so, ever since she and Mel showed up. I wanted to let her stay with her brother, but since it's technically church property, we have to keep the boys and girls separate, even if they're related. Oh, I think that's definitely the right choice in Nellie's case. What'd you say? Oh, nothing. I see. I'm so glad to hear Nellie's got a friend, though. What? She's not from around here, so she doesn't have many acquaintances. And with how sick she can get, she doesn't spend so much time outside. Which is a shame, because she's such a sweet little girl. I'm a friend, of course, but I've got responsibilities. I can only be around so often. So I'm sure she'd be delighted to have someone else to talk to. It would be my pleasure. Could you, tell me the way to the cottage, then? Oh, sure. It's not that far from here. You go down. You get down 33rd Street, then take a left on Park Avenue, then cross the road, take the bus over to Central Park, then go in the subway all the way to Jersey. And that's where you find her. The directions I got from the nun lead me to a place I know from my own time. It's the same building where the man who had been ordered to keep me under surveillance stayed. Sunlight seeps relentlessly through the trees. And I find myself having to look down at my feet as I follow the path. It's blindingly bright, painful. You know, the funny thing is, my sister actually, when she went to college, she lived in New York City for a couple of years, and she loved it. She loved it. Her dorm was tiny, the tiniest apartment room I've ever seen in my life. But she loved it because she just loved being in the city. Both my grandparents used to live there too, when they were alive. They moved out of it eventually, both of them, but... So yeah, I have a lot of history with New York. I loved going to the Natural History Museum as a kid. It's blindingly bright, painful. How are you holding up, Michel? I'll be alright. The sun's past its peak. In a few hours, it won't be nearly as bad. Then tomorrow, the sun will rise. What does that mean? I don't know what came over me. Don't push yourself, okay? Okay. The trek is a reminder of just how inconvenient my body always was. And having this chance to experience being alive again comes with both the good parts and the bad. But now is hardly the time to complain about my sensitivity to the sun. It's not long before we reach a clearing, a small cottage surrounded by a small garden coming into view. And crouching by a flower bed, picking flowers, is the flaxen-haired girl. Are you Nellie? The several details of her appearance don't match my memory of her. She still has that distinct hair. Could be nobody else. She looks a lot younger than the Nellie that we knew. Yeah, this Nellie is considerably thinner and looks rather frail. The effects of her being ill, I presume. Who are you?
My name is Michel. I have a few questions to ask you. Can we talk for a bit? I would have thought she'd have said something by now. Oh God. Giselle, help!
You're being way too blunt, Michel. You've gone and scared her. Team Michel is tanking!
What else was I supposed to say?
You have to approach slowly, carefully. Go on, give her a smile. A nice, soft smile.
Smile. I'm only here to talk. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay, that is definitely not a nice smile. Oh my God. You know, after all the tragedy, I gotta say, it is amazing that this game turned into Ace Attorney. Like, seriously. Like, and I just noticed there's no music right now. Like, I think it's amazing that this game turned into Ace Attorney, and frankly, after the last few sections of pure unadulterated tragedy, I am all for it. I can't even see it, and I can still tell.
What did you expect? Smiling is not my thing. I can't just smile on demand. No one can. Except if you're a model.
It's a bad man! A bad man has come to kidnap me! Send me to us now before this bad man does bad things to me!
Calm down, please. I'm not going to do anything to you.
Don't get any closer! I know you're trying to do bad things to me! I haven't done Nellie in so long, I gotta get her voice back.
I'm not going to do bad things to you. I couldn't even if I wanted to.
Damn, oh God. Don't move, or I'll call the guards on you!
Please, calm down. I mean you no harm, honestly.
That's what all bad men say!
No,
Oh my God, look at Giselle's face!
Giselle, don't just watch.
What do you mean, don't just watch? I'm a fucking ghost!
This would be a fantastic time for a little advice.
Oh, look at her face! Got it. Maybe she'll calm down if you mention Mel and describe how handsome and hot and amazing Mel is.
You're a genius! And that was a little creepy.
Yep.
I'm a friend of the amazing Prince Mel's.
What?
He was telling me about you and how you wanted someone to talk to. He asked me to go keep you company.
Mel asked you to come talk to me?
He did. Do you trust me now?
So that makes you his friend then?
As much as it pains me to admit it.
Oh my God! Michel! What on earth possessed you to say that?
Slip of the tongue, slip of the tongue.
My God. We needed this. We needed this so fucking badly. Thank you, House and Fata Morgana, for turning into Ace Attorney for a chapter. We needed this. We fucking needed this. You and him. Is that so?
Yes?
You're pretty old to be friends with my Nell. My dearest Nell. Are you really, really, really his friend?
Really?
Then prove it.
How so?
Tell me how pretty his hair is. And, what a prince he is. And how kind and generous and awesome and brave and cool he is. And just... If you're really his friend, then you should be able to tell me all about him. Oh my God! Michel is amazing! My God! He is Miles Edgeworth. Seriously.
Why in God's name would you ever subject me to that? Please, anything but that! Oh my God, I'd rather go back to the damn crucifix. Well, maybe not that, but...
Do you not like Mal, Michel?
That's not it. We're just... incompatible.
Okay, here we go! It's time for dearest sweet Prince Mal trivia time! First question, what does my Mal like most of all? Here we go. Okay, this is amazing. This is amazing. You guys, this is amazing. You think so? I knew it! I fucking knew it! Oh my God! You think so too? You think I'm his favorite thing in the whole wide world? I'd like to believe that's what he thinks. I think it'd be wonderful if I could always be his number one.
Nellie, maybe it's time I told you about genetics and what happens in terms of these situations. Her excess love for her brother is still out in full force, I see.
Second question. What kind of person is my Mel? Oh my God. Oh my God. Mel has become like the punching bag of this game. Like, and he didn't start out that way. But like gradually over time he just has. Oh my God. And like not the punching bag in terms of like actually serious shit, cause that's happening to Giselle and Michel and even Morganna, but like in terms of just like jokes, like in terms of just like God. Okay, I'm guessing this is what she wants to hear. That's right. He's a very nice guy. He can have his head in the clouds sometimes. But other than that, he's absolutely 1,000,000,000% perfect. You know your stuff. You're getting close to the grand prize in Nellie's awesome Prince Mel trivia time. He's not. This isn't even a thought. He's literally just saying this out loud. Oh my god. He's literally just saying that out loud.
To be honest, I was just saying what you wanted to hear.
Oh my god, Giselle's making that face again.
Oops, I said the loud part soft and the soft part loud. Me and my big mouth.
Never mind, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Okay, final question for the grand prize! Describe what he looks like for me. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, seriously, oh god, I so want to click the other choices. I really want to click the other choices. I do. Oh god, but like, it's seeming to put us on a completely different tangents if we do. And I don't know how long those will take. You know, maybe I'll go back to them one day if someone could tell me on the Discord, like I could do a stream where I'm going back to see the other choices in these sections. What exactly is happening? Because this is amazing. Okay, let's tell her what she wants to hear. Oh my god! What? I want to see Nellie draw fan art of Mel. I want to see her Mel fan art. I gotta see it. I got it. It's gonna look like the frickin', like, Nellie's fan art and the real Mel would be like, you know that Chad and Virgin meme? Like, that's literally what they would look like side by side. The real Mel and Nellie's fan art of Mel would, that's exactly what it would look like. Isn't he? He's like a modern day Adonis. God, he's so ripped and hot.
That might be a bit of a stretch.
Mel could be a prince in a fairy tale. He's got the most perfect face.
May I ask you something?
Huh?
You do realize he's still growing, right? And that can change a man in unimaginable ways, believe me, I know. He could end up 2 heads taller, shoulders twice as broad, and covered in muscle before you realize what's happened. And body hair, lots of... Oh God! Lots of that. Facial hair as thick as these woods.
Oh my god, if she says what I think she's gonna say.
Would you still consider Mel your prince, if that happened to him?
Oh god, here it comes. Here it comes! Mel. With the beard and muscles. Oh wow! Not what I expected! I won't have it! That's not my Mel at all!
You're heading into dangerous waters, Mel.
That's not what I expected at all! My Mel will never ever grow a beard! I'll pray every day to make sure of it! And he won't get all big and muscly either. There's nothing princely about any of that!
Actually, I think there is, but to each their own, I suppose.
It's okay. Michel, for what it's worth, I think you have an amazingly his build. Like, even just from this headshot here, he looks like he could have a ton of muscle easily if he just started working out and having a proper diet. And, was alive. Like, look at him. Like, look at this profile. He looks like he could be fucking ripped if he even started to work out just a tiny bit.
I wouldn't mind some muscles myself.
He did, remember, Giselle? Do you remember his story? He did. Out of curiosity, did you ever want to be buff like that, Michel?
Well, yes, of course. Every man wants to be strong and well built.
I don't think the beefy look would work on you. Well, that's the last of my questions. You're not a complete stranger, it seems. Sure, why not? You can be my Mel's friend.
Why, thank you.
This is great! I was sure you were a bad man!
Why is that the first impression everyone has of me? Is never that I'm someone decent.
Any friend of Mel's must be a good person. No, an amazing person.
That's quite the faith you have in him.
Why wouldn't I? He's my big brother.
That's some circular logic.
Is it just you? Is Mel not coming? Did I really get out of the house to not see Mel?
He's rather busy at the moment.
Oh, he always has something to take care of, that Mel. It's a good thing you're not a girl, because he has a very odd attraction to white hair. He's hardly given me any attention these past couple of months. But that's okay, because today I've got you to keep me company.
Yes, you do. I can't stay long, though.
Alright, just stay until sundown then. You had something you want to ask of me, didn't you? Well, if you're a good enough friend, I'll tell you anything you want to know.
And how do I go about that?
Talking. Lots and lots of talking! You have to keep me entertained.
Oh, dear God. You're asking far too much of me!
She's not asking much at all! She just wants to talk!
Do you think someone who spent 13 years in isolation knows the first thing about holding a pleasant conversation?
Hey now, I was there for a year of that. I'll help you come up with topics, so go on. Oh my god, Michel is being me right now so much. I am just terrible about coming up with conversation topics because I used to spend so much time alone. My god, seriously. I can totally relate to how Michel feels. I suck at coming up with things to talk about. Like, seriously. I could never be able to do a stream without a game going on in the background because I wouldn't know anything to say. Like, I just wouldn't. It would be just me going, like for freaking 3 hours. Do you not want to talk to me?
No, I do. I'm just not a conversationalist.
Okay then, instead of talking, you can sing. Oh my god! I've never seen a minstrel before, but I've always wanted to know what that kind of songs they sing. Will you show me?
I've never seen one myself either. But I have heard second-hand accounts of the songs of travelling jongleurs, whatever that is. Very well then. How did your song an old acquaintance of mine heard while travelling?
I can't wait!
Here goes.
Oh my god, Giselle! Oh my god, Giselle's expression! Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.
The silence is deafening.
I'm shocked. I don't think I've ever heard someone sing so badly! Me neither. I'm flabbergasted.
Let's hear you try then!
That's enough singing for today. I don't want my ears to fall off.
What a vicious little girl.
I know. Let's bake something.
Bake something?
Yeah? Come on inside. I made some nice jam earlier today. And I want to make it into a pretty little pie. You get to help me with that. Alright, Michel, I love cooking. I don't know if you do, though.
I'm not much of a...
Come on, get a move on! You either help, or you don't get to be my friend.
As you wish.
This is not going to end well. No problem, David. That's okay. Oh my god, it's not working. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. How on earth did you manage to turn a pie into this monstrosity?
I gave it my best shot.
There's only one explanation. You're possessed! It's true, he is, but I'm a perfectly good chef! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is amazing! This is amazing! Oh my god! Oh my god, this is exactly what I needed today. Seriously, thank you, Fata Morgana. This is exactly what I needed today, this kind of stuff. Michel's just naturally terrible at it!
God, could this go any worse?
I can't give this to Mel! I don't want to kill him! jerk! Dimwit! Loser!
I'm sorry.
Ugh. Well, I guess we've got no choice but to eat it ourselves. I'll set the table.
Whoa.
And I'll make us some tea while we're at it. You know, I've always dreamed of this. Sitting around a table with a friend, having snacks and just talking.
Oh?
Yep, and for that, I could deal with the little awful, disgusting pie. It's too bad I couldn't share it with my Mal, too.
I see.
For all her complaining, she seems to be enjoying herself. I can only imagine how lonely she is out here. While she may act all bright and cheerful, beneath it is a real sense of isolation.
And the same can be said about the girl behind the first door. As vivacious and pushy as she could be, you could see hints of loneliness behind it all.
Her brother was practically all she had while she lived in that mansion. But if I were to guess, that's not the life she really wanted. I bet she would have preferred to be able to go out and play with friends.
Being born into a noble family takes away a lot of your freedom.
Even in such drastically different time periods, she's still the same girl inside. Actually, maybe the parallels extend beyond her as a person and into the courses of her two different lives.
Perhaps that means all those who are reconstructed at Morgana's wish are destined to lead similar lives. Though destined might be putting it a bit too nicely for her. Nellie.
Huh?
I'll be glad to lend you my ear if you would like. You can talk about the weather or your brother, anything you want.
Oh my god! You will? Great! Take a seat! I've got lots I want to talk about. More than you could possibly imagine. And you'll never guess what Mel said next. Mel, 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 Mel. Mel, 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 dearest Mel, my Mel, dearest Mel. Mel, 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 Mel.
Oh, God.
That I mean more to him than anyone in the world. So, I'm growing flowers out in the garden, right? Well, when I've got enough of them, I'm gonna make a big bouquet and give it to Mel. Back at home, we've got this really, really big yard with this huge tree we used to take naps under when it was nice out. So, what do you think about the tea I made? Huh? The flower petals, what really ties it all together. Oh, and you won't believe what happened after that. Top 10 Mel moments coming up next. Care for another cup of tea? I'll make as much as you can drink.
No, thank you, I'm fine. I feel like all I did was nod and listen. And the bulk of it was about Mel, no less.
I haven't talked that much in ages. Time sure flew by, huh? The sun's starting to set.
Do you and the nun not speak much?
We do, but it's kinda... I don't know. Not really the same with her. It just feels, I guess, like she's too important for me to waste her time. Being the lady in charge of the church, and pretty much the whole estate.
And what about Mel? Does he not visit you very often?
No, he does. He comes to see me a lot.
Then why?
He hasn't been himself lately. My old Mel was always happily listened to whatever I had to say, but now he seems kind of distracted. It sounds like he's really busy. When he visits, he doesn't stay for long, and he has to go back to the mansion at night.
Interesting. I wonder if Mel is helping take care of her.
I'll try to get him to stay longer, but it never works. And he always avoids the question when I ask him why you can't. It feels like he's hiding something.
Yeah, Michel knows.
Knowing what he's hiding. I can understand then why he wouldn't want to talk about it. He could never tell his precious little sister that he and two other men have a girl locked up in a tower, and that he's stealing her blood for her sake.
I wish things could have stayed the same the way they were before.
The way they were before.
When it was just the two of us living together. I know we're more stable living here, and I can get the medicine I need from the church. But I'd rather stay being sick than be so alone.
Oh my god.
You said you came here around 6 months ago.
Yep, it was just the two of us before that. Well, before that, at our old house, we had a bunch of servants. But I never really liked it there either. With that many people around, I just felt more alone. I liked it so much better when it was just me and Mel.
Is that really what you want? To be sick and in constant pain?
It's better than being alone. Mel doesn't get it at all. He doesn't understand that loneliness is so much worse. Or maybe that's just a guy thing. They don't get what it's like to be ignored. What it feels like to be left in the dark, not knowing anything.
We don't understand, no. We think saving lives matters above all.
Huh?
Even if there's a cost of saving that life. We're incapable of gauging how great it is. We're unable to see how egotistical or self-serving our actions are.
Oh, Giselle! Oh my god! Are you talking about yourself?
The same could be said of Mel as well, I imagine.
Mel's still around though. He's there, but it's like he's trying to avoid me. All I want is for him to be here, to be with me. That's all I really want. He doesn't even have to be a perfect fairy tale prince.
Have you ever told him that?
What?
Have you ever told him that he doesn't have to be the perfect brother? That he'd be happy with just having him there? Have you ever put those feelings into words?
Oh, and all of a sudden this really heartfelt moment. I'm always telling him I want him around.
And that he doesn't have to be your prince to do so.
He's already said he will be my prince. And he always smiles when I talk about it. So how am I supposed to turn around and say he doesn't have to be my prince anymore?
I know it's not your intention to force an ideal image onto him, but unconsciously, subconsciously, that's what you're doing when you talk like that.
Wow! Michel, smart as fuck.
And Mel, he's trying to meet those expectations. Actually, he may not be conscious of it himself. He just believes deep down that that's the kind of person he's supposed to be. Or more accurately, he seems to have a need to make himself look good to others. He believes that if he's good to others, they'll be good to him in return.
Am I a burden?
I can assure you he's better off with you around.
But I am a burden to him right now, aren't I? Be honest with me.
Yes, you are.
Wow. Does Mel not like me anymore? Is that why he's been avoiding me?
I promise you that's not the case. At the very least, he's doing what he's doing now because of how much he cares about you.
You promise?
I promise.
I love him. I love my Mel so very much. Too much, in fact.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Yeah, Michel's not saying anything to that. To be honest, I know I do. I understand that, really. I know I'm making his life difficult. That Mel's all I have. He's the only person I can latch on to. I can't control my feelings.
It can be difficult to tame your emotions at your age. There's nothing wrong with that. However, you should have taken stock of those emotions, sorted through everything you put on your mind, and then sat him down with him to talk it out. Even if those things you feel seem wrong or unspeakable. You should have opened up to him, taking the time to figure out what works best for the both of you. You needed to face the things you carried in your heart, as well. things your brother carried in his. By not doing so, you end up never quite on the same page. Small misunderstandings pile up until it all comes crashing down. If they had just talked it out, communicated their feelings to one another, maybe their tragedy could have been avoided, even with Morgana's curse in play. If Nellie had only had a chance to come to grips with her feelings for Mel, then maybe things wouldn't have escalated the way they did.
My God! Michel, you're some kind of psychologist here.
Her actions that night were arguably hysteric, but she wasn't always like that. I'm sorry. That was out of line. None of this is any of my business, I know.
No need to apologize. You're a very curious man, you know that.
Huh?
We only met a couple of hours ago, but you talk like you've known me my whole life. It's not like you can hear everything I'm thinking, see everything in my heart.
Well, actually, maybe not right now, but
Oh my God. Did Mel tell you all of that?
no, he did not tell me much.
I didn't think so. He doesn't know me that well. Damn! I think Michel got through to Nellie. It's not too late, is it? If I talk to him, will he tell him how I feel? Do you think Mel will listen?
I know he will.
It won't make things worse? It won't make him uncomfortable?
Well, there is a chance that rifts may form at first, but those cracks can be filled again. And I promise you, the result will be something much better than if you had held it in.
Michel, licensed therapist.
It will all work out.
Okay. Next time I see Mel, I'll tell him. I'll tell him he doesn't have to try to be my prince.
Oh my God, wow.
Good.
You really are a curious man. You're the first person to ever talk to me like I'm a real person.
Wow. That is sad.
Everyone loves to say how sweet and adorable I am, but that's it. I was only ever their make-believe princess.
You are a real person, I assure you.
Thanks. You know, after talking to you, I'm feeling a whole lot better. Like I can do anything. I'm glad you came by today.
Woo woo! Social link! And I'm glad I could meet you in person.
It's weird. It really feels like we've known each other our entire lives.
I've known of you for quite some time. Perhaps I should say what you will become.
Huh?
Oh no, ignore me!
Was that supposed to be a pickup line? Bad, Michel. I'm still too young for that.
Oh no, I would not dream of it! No, I wasn't.
And now you're getting flustered.
Oh God! I swear that's not what that was!
I know. Jeez, you really think I trust you that little? Oh my God, Giselle was amazing!
Sorry.
Oh, I just had the most wonderful idea.
Oh?
Yup. Instead of being my friend, I'll let you be something even better. You're my second brother. Oh!
Second brother.
A brother is much more special to me than a friend. Though obviously you can't be my number one.
I'm blanking.
She's taken a liking to you. This is good for us.
I'm not so sure I feel about her putting so much trust in me so quickly, though.
The amount of time it takes isn't important. What matters is that you listen to her, you understand her, and you treat her like a real person. In her eyes, you're someone she can depend on. Do you not want me as your sister?
Actually, I was the youngest child, so having a younger sibling would be,
Would be what? Come on, spit it out.
it would be rather nice.
You bet it would. Who wouldn't want an adorable little sister like me?
That's a bit narcissistic, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Go on, tell me I'm adorable, dearest Michel. Go on and tell me I'm pretty. What? Well, don't just stare at me. If my Mel were here, he wouldn't bat an eye.
Please don't compare me to him. You know, now might have been a good time to tell her about Morgana. Part of me feels like I'll be taking advantage of her newly earned trust. But it will certainly be easier to bring up now, while she holds me in such high regard. She's much more likely to believe me.
You're right. I agree, now it's probably the best chance we'll get. Especially considering how little time we have.
I can't shake the feeling I'm rushing things, but at this point all I can do is go with it and pray it works out.
If we had the time, I think we'd all like to hold off. Nellie looks like she's having so much fun. And even you seem to be enjoying yourself.
No, I'm just...
It's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm having fun watching you myself. Let's do it. Let's tell her about Morgana. We have to do it at some point anyway.
Yes, let's. Nellie, do you mind if I ask you a question?
What is it? Oh my god! Lambda, she said it! Oh my god! What is it? Dearest Michel, ask me anything you want.
Have you heard of something called Saint's Blood?
You mean the medicine?
Yes, except it's not actually.
Oh my god! Mel must have told her. I know, yeah. It's actually the saintess's blood, not medicine. Oh, that's not true at all. But no telling.
You... what?
One day, before we moved here, when it was just me and Mel, the saintess came to visit. My mind had been all foggy for a long time, like I was not quite asleep, but not quite awake either. But when I heard her soft, pleasant voice, the fog cleared a bit. And then she performed a miracle for me. Blood is awful and gross and terrible, but the saintess's, hers is different. Hers is pure.
So you're saying you know everything, Nellie? About the observation tower and...
Huh? The tower? What about it?
She's confused. She thinks that Pauline is the same person.
That's where they kept her.
What? No. The saintess is always in the chapel. She stays here with me. She comes back at nights. In fact, she should be here any minute now.
Oh boy. So she thinks the saintess
He's the nun and not Morgana. No, Nellie, the blood comes from...
I'm really, really grateful to her. She didn't just perform the one miracle. She's been taking care of me while I'm here too. So whenever I see her, I always say thank you. I thank her for sharing her blood with me. And she always says, "It's nothing," with a big smile.
Nellie, no. The nun has no idea. She just assumes Nellie's thanking her for giving her the medicine.
I owe the saintess my life.
No, Nellie. She's not the one you should be grateful to.
Huh?
The girl you owe your life to has been locked up, suffering alone even as we speak.
But the saintess is at the church.
The girl who came to visit you is not the nun everyone calls the saintess. Her name is Morgana.
What are you talking about, Michel? The saintess is locked up? Stop that. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Everything I'm telling you is the truth. Please believe me. While you were lying in bed, sick and barely conscious, did you get a good look at the saintess who gave you her blood? You didn't, did you? You couldn't make out any details because your mind was a haze. And then when you arrived at this estate, you met a woman who people called the Saintess, who giving out medication known as Saint's Blood. So you assumed she was the one who had cured you. That's the story you chose to believe.
If what you're saying is true, then where is the other saintess? The one who came to say you see me?
At the top of the mountain's observation tower. The door to the tower is locked. She's imprisoned there.
And how do you know this?
Because it wouldn't be wise to tell her up in the future just yet. That would only serve to confuse her further. All I need to convince her of right now is that Morganna is being held in the tower. There's an idea. Perhaps I can borrow from the story the white-haired girl told Mel.
There's the train in the background.
I received a letter.
A letter?
There's a single window far out of reach in the chamber at the top of the tower. A dove flew in the window, and so she wrote a letter, tying it to the bird's leg and releasing it in the hope someone would come to set her free. That letter has ended up in my hands.
If that's the case, and who locked her up? Was it the saintess? The one I know?
No, I don't believe the nun is aware. I think she's simply doing her job in good faith.
Then who?
It's gotta be the Lord. Michel.
I know very well that what I'm about to say will likely crush her.
Yep, and that Mel was the one who got her there.
But I can't let that stop me.
Who would do such a terrible thing?
Nellie, I want you to brace yourself from what I'm about to say. There are 3 men participating in Morgana's imprisonment. And one of those 3 is your brother, Mel. I understand that's the last thing you wanted to hear. But please believe me, I would not say something so upsetting lightly. I wish to save Morganna, the true saint. And I would like your assistance. Without your help, I can't get her out of that tower. I need you to get through to Mel, otherwise both he and Morganna will remain entrapped.
That's not true.
Nellie,
You're lying. You have to be. My Mel would never do something so horrible. You're a terrible liar.
it's true, I swear to.
You think I'm gonna believe that? My Mel! My Mel's an amazing, wonderful person. He's not cruel and evil. He's good and kind like a prince. And a prince would never lock someone up.
I know you're not blind, Nellie. You can see that all your prince talk has been putting pressure on him.
So, you think I'm gonna change my mind? He has no reason to do any of that.
But he does, Nellie. He's certainly not happy about it, no. But he's doing it for you.
What do you mean?
He needs her blood to keep you healthy. So to ensure he always had a supply.
But no, he...
And despite that, the saint blood probably doesn't even have true healing properties. No one benefits from doing this. Not you, not Mel, and certainly not Morgana. And I don't think anyone can stop him except you.
Mel wouldn't listen to me.
Did you not just say you would talk things through with him?
Just shut up! Stop talking already! I'm done listening to you.
Nellie.
I'll never believe you. You're not my brother anymore! You're just a horrible, horrible man!
Oh no, we came so far.
Who do you think you are to march in here and try to make my Mel into the bad guy? I never made you my second brother. What's wrong with you? I trusted you. I had a nasty pie at tea with you. You're just a mean, evil man here to turn me against my Mel.
I know you don't want to believe me, but I'm telling you the truth. Every word. I beg you to open your eyes. Ask him yourself. If you don't believe me, then ask Mel about Morgana. I guarantee you he'll panic.
Enough already! Get out of here. Get out this instant!
Nellie.
Don't say my name. Just go away. Get out of here. Now, I don't want to see you ever again. I should have chased you off the moment I saw you. Get out now!
I pray you can find it in yourself to open your eyes and face the truth.
Get out!
One last thing before I go, Nellie. It was my only option, I know that. But I feel like all I accomplished by telling her was bringing her more pain.
Okay, so they're going to flash back to that later. That one more thing. Interesting. Okay, so there's a conversation with Nellie that we didn't see yet. Okay. That they're going to flash back to it later.
With bringing her more pain. It's a difficult balance.
We just have to pray that you're able to get through to her. I'm sure she'll come around.
If only we had a little more time. In 3 days it will be all over. Morgana and the entire web of people connected to her will die. That's not enough time. Let's return to the mansion and look for Mel. I would like to speak with him. If there's a chance we can get even the smallest bit of Nellie's feelings through to him, maybe he'll have a change of heart.
Hopefully.
It's hardly going to be elegant, but it's what must be done.
Okay, you guys. I think that's a good place to stop for today. We actually went a lot further than I thought, and we are going to run out of save spots. Oh my god. Okay. Damn, I can't wait to continue this. We went a lot further than I thought we would. I am so happy that this turned into Ace Attorney. Like, at this juncture, seriously. I needed this so badly today, and I hope you all enjoyed it. So, yeah, Higurashi tomorrow, and more of this in 2 days.
And I will say for now, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You're all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.